So in this video, we are going to look at a couple AEG components that I think in 2024 and probably around sometime in 2025 would be the best you can get for your AEG. Probably I will make a couple videos about how we can tune a really nice gearbox. To start off, we have this Solink brushless motor, the Gen 5. They did send me this to test it out, but there are a couple design features that I worked with them that resulted very well. So my favorite part of this motor is the one directional bearing. So it only spins on one side and doesn't spin the other way around. So this allows you to remove the anti-reversal in your gearbox, and it also makes your braking position on a lot more accurate, because in a regular gearbox you're still stopped by the latch of the anti-reversal, and depends on your gears. For example, this one is the stock SSR9. This is SSR9 gearbox. The SSR9 gear 16:1 version, you have 6. Some of them have 4. I think I even saw some older ones with 2. So which means in 360 degrees, each one of these are 60 degrees of movement. So when you stop, the piston stops, you still have to, well, jump between these, and you can result in tiny differences of your piston's position. And this one, it totally reset. It will stop wherever it stops. And this being it's compatible with pretty much all the ETUs I have tested so far. I tried Eshooter, the Novritsch ETU, the T238, the Perun, the gate Aster. The only thing I didn't test is the RPM control on the gate, but it deals with, oh, I also tried the Jefftron, and you can turn the active brake all the way up. It doesn't do much, because this motor, they have built-in active brake. So once the current is cut, the motor itself will stop. And the other interesting feature, at least I only started appreciating now, is the speed control. At the start, they told me that these are speed adjustable by 1000 RPM increment. So this would be a 46,000 RPM motor, so you can adjust between 10,000 all the way up to 46,000 by the increment of 1,000. And I was like, why build a gun? I already have the motor in mind. Why would I need this? However, if you're designing guns, or if you are like taking a lot of guns, building guns for customers, or even for your friends, it makes a lot of sense to have one of these, because you can just try out the RPM, and then you can buy the motor. You never buy a wrong motor again. You just put it in, you adjust to speed, you find the sweet spot, and then you just buy that particular motor in that speed. Of course, it's brushless, so it doesn't translate linear to brushed. In my calculations, these motors are almost 90% efficient. So you basically take their RPM, you dial in the speed ratio of your gears, and your measured RPM with 11.1, and this one you can get like to 88-89%, and the brush ones you don't even manage to 80%. It's around 75%. I'm talking about already the high torque neodymium magnet types. So, and you can see I have a helical gear here. This also came from them. It's their new series of high-end gears. These helical lightweight gears. This is a 13:1. They also have other ratios I have installed so far. What I'm gonna test today is I believe 16:1, which I have installed into this SIG Rattler. We will see how it sounds and what this motor. Today, let's focus on the motor. So, as I said, the speed control came in handy because after I removed the original gear, I put this one on. I want to see how concentric this gear is. And also I would like to grab the idea of what's current on the market. I haven't tried brushless that much after using the option number 1. I had 2 of them early in the days. So we power it on. Okay, so currently I have set it for 28K and 100% on starting current. So they say this is to protect your ETUs. If your ETU is not strong enough, like if it doesn't, you don't trust the amp that it can handle, you can dial it back. The default was 60. So let's see if how this gear acts. So let's dial everything to minimum. Just to see how it sounds and to see how different it is. Now it's all in the minimum. Let's save. Okay, now I can pull it off. Now my curiosity is, these motors seems to break really well because the X is on the inside, the stator, not the stator, the rotor is so lightweight and slim. So let's see, we just directly connect to the battery. Would this thing jump around? I mean, I already know it doesn't, that's why I'm confident to lay it on the table, but first time doing this, I had this thing clamped down because the high torque motors, it really jumps around. Let's see how quiet this thing is. That's really good. It's a very soft start. And we can see the gear is very concentric, very little vibration, very little momentum, and if I disconnect, it just stops and start. It doesn't really jump. If I jerk it, yeah, but if you have tried the older motors, you will know the difference. Now we can pop it in a gun and see how it sounds in this configuration, and that would make it interesting in case of how we dial this. Okay, so we have this thing in. I have binary set on and I have pre-cocking activated. Let's see. This is a Eshooter E2. I think came stock with this gun. This is what a 10K, so a 10,000 RPM sounds. I'm not sure the sound is. Okay, let's try follow. It really sounds like an AEG from the early 2000s or the late 90s. Now let's dial this to what I believe to be a good speed for this gear set. And we will also pick up the starting current. Now that we know it doesn't sound funny. See, this is another advantage. You can dial this thing to really, really weak to start and really slow So if you have some unforeseen fuck up inside your gun, it wouldn't be a big deal. You wouldn't instantly destroy all the stuff. So let's put it to, let's say, let's go mediocre 28K, and let's put the start to 100. Yeah. I can't say I know what the 100% is based on, but my guess is just current limitation. Alright, now we're back. These flip-up mag-based covers are both a blessing and a curse. The curse is it is so difficult to close up correctly. You have to find a stick to push the motor in, then close it. But of course the plus is you can do this a lot faster. Now let's see. That's more like it. Yeah, that's pretty good. So this is it for the motor. In the next video, we will go through these gears and we will install it into this SSR9 gearbox, and we will try to combine it with this gear and see if we can make a really nice sounding SSR9.